time for the Quitsong Geekcast. I am your host. I am Herald Silvestre, welcoming you to the Quitsong Media Studios. Today we tackle Comic-Con at home as best as we can, to the best of our abilities, because we are just mortal men doing everyday jobs. Hello, I'm Harold. With me today, I got, who do we start with? Left, right. Let's start off with the lockdown's own Juancho Saldana. It's the chosen chosen Juan. Hey Juancho, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? It's hype for the show. Just great to just really talk to everyone. It's weird you started with me. Normally I react to Derek's nonsense, Harold. That's our mojo, you know?
That is our mojo.
But yeah, speaking of the one and only, my other co-host who's here today, who's being a little ridiculous, the one and only Sensei Humor. Give it up.
Hey guys, got me and Baby Yoda here today. Oh, let me turn him this way. Not Baby Yoda, excuse me. Just regular Yoda. He's chilling.
Looking old.
Anyways, yeah, we're happy to be here. I actually had the Darth Vader mask on earlier, but I could not breathe in it. So, props to you, Darth, for doing that your entire career. So, props off to you. But yeah, I can't wait to talk about Comic-Con stuff today, guys. We have a lot of news, and we're excited. So, if you guys have missed out on stuff or didn't get a chance to see things, we'll be kind of recapping our favorite, memorable moments. So, stay tuned.
That's right. Stay tuned, you must. All right, guys. Yeah. We start off the show the same way every time, and I am curious how you both are doing. We had a little preamble in the pre-show, but I don't want to beat around the bush. We played some Overwatch 2 days ago, and it was fun. I had some fun.
We did. Yes, we did win it all.
We won like every other game.
But it was still fun. It was still fun.
It was very fun.
I'd rather
We're winners in our
friends.
hearts.
I'd rather lose with friends than win alone,
Definitely.
Love that statement. That's perfectly true.
Yeah, man. Because I played alone yesterday, and I was just like, this is empty. All these victories are empty.
Sorry about that, by the way.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I had some friends join me when I found out I had some vacancies, and no, it was cool. We had some fun. But yeah, the three of us had a good time. Derek finally making the transition to Overwatch on the PC recently.
Yeah, it was quite the challenge. So this is my first time ever in my life playing with mouse and keyboard. So I was gonna use my controller, but I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, you know what? Whatever, screw it. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn today.
You're gonna learn today.
You know what? Actually, after a while though, I like the feel of it. To be honest, I'm like, oh, this kind of feels nice. I don't gotta have another contraption with my controller, and then I okay, hold on, I have to click this because I multitask. I'm like, okay, I gotta check Facebook. Now I can just do it all in one.
Yes,
exactly.
No,
Derek, you had me worried the first time we started playing. You're like, oh wait, let me hook up my controller. I'm like,
yeah, it didn't work out.
We do things on PC.
I thought you were gonna say because I wanted to be Hanzo first. I thought that's why.
Oh, well, that too, but the controller worried me more because there's no auto aim. In the console.
Oh yeah.
So it's completely
aim
different.
assist.
Yeah, aim assist.
Derek, if I can give you a piece of advice, I don't know if you've done this already. Just lower your sensitivity, man. Just lower.
Oh, I have it. I think it's fine. I've been doing okay with it actually. I get pretty good. Yeah, I started with May. And I get some pretty good headshots with her Icicle, but I really like Mora. Wancho kind of was like, hey, you should try Mora. I was like, I fell in love. So, dude, I found out
it's not that I needed a healer. I knew you'd like her.
Yeah. I really enjoy playing her. So, and it was pretty cool. I actually was I usually, when I play video games, I go in depth and I watch videos. And I found out that Mora was the voice actress was on Rogue One. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was
wow,
like,
the one good Star Wars movie this decade. Yeah.
I know, right? I was like, exactly. So I was like, oh, I'm so happy
Wow.
that she's in a good movie, you know. Sorry, good. Cover Yoda's ears.
They're fine, Yoda. Your baby's doing well.
Yeah,
Baby's doing well.
Your baby's doing good.
His appearances in the second threequel was good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that this decade too? The prequel?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, the prequels were great. Sorry about that. No. I take.
Oh no, not the prequels. The sequels. The sequels. He showed up there. He showed up there. Yeah, he showed up.
The sequels that were prequels.
I mean, he had me for a book burner at one point, but then God no, right? Almost a book burner, Yoda.
Yeah.
I see you. Almost.
Yeah, almost.
We got Kevin in the chat saying everyone rocking them new haircuts. Well, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do.
I'd look good for you, Kev. You know.
Welcome back, man. Hope you
It was
enjoyed.
just getting hot. That's all.
Yeah. Actually, I wasn't gonna cut it, but I was scared because our governor was mentioning closing stuff again. I'm like, okay, if I don't cut my hair now, it's gonna be like long.
It's gonna take a
Like,
while.
wait,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, no, good. I'll just cut it now.
So from Overwatch, I do want to predicate the news, or I do want to talk about before the news. The three of us teaming up in the coming weeks on the
Yes.
Marvel's Avengers beta. That's gonna be super fun.
Yeah. No, I already have dibs. on. I probably can't even see the writing, but it says T-Star, guys. I'm dressed up too, like everyone else.
Dude, so Juancho wants to
wait.
play as Iron Man for the entirety of the game. And fortunately for him, Iron Man is going to be one of the playable co-op characters. So that's going to be good for you.
Lucky.
Oh, man. But I feel like, Derek, like I said in our chat, it's going to be a great opportunity for us to try out heroes that we probably wouldn't get as much playtime in.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we'd be playing our favorites. Like, you'd be playing
Yeah,
Captain
that's true.
America.
That's true.
I'd be playing a lot of Thor. So I'm looking forward to trying out Luffy and
Yeah,
and
right.
the Imbraggable Kronk. So
Yeah. Be nice to
like-
wreck stuff too before we
I'm
get
actually not
that.
sure who the playable characters are.
so it's Ms. Marvel, aka Luffy, or Kamala Khan to most people.
Yeah.
It's the Hulk, Black Widow, and Iron Man.
Iron Man.
So they'd be the four co-op characters after you do the Golden Gate Bridge scenario. at the
Yeah,
start.
lucky you, Juancho.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I called dibs early.
I know,
Literally,
but
as soon as you brought it up, I was like, dibs.
the funny thing is, like, he's gonna have a grasp on his skills before we, actually
It
go
does
on a
not-
co-op
We're
adventure.
all in this together. It does not matter who
Actually,
who
at least-
excels.
At least we can. I'm pretty sure. I mentioned this to Harold too, off air. That I think before we get to co-op, we have to do the story, that like bridge
Yes.
scene. So at
Yeah.
least we can kind of like play a little bit our guys, Just a
Oh
little
yeah,
bit.
for sure.
Let's play that
Yeah,
over
it's
and
gonna be
over
fun.
again.
I know, right? Just to play your part.
Because they did have that war table presentation, right? Like the July,
Yeah.
like their monthly recap before the launch, and man, they went in depth on what we could do in the beta, and it looks great. I love the team up moves, like you saw like in their, I think it was like the War Room scenario.
Yeah.
Let me look for that. Like like Iron Man like uppercuts one of the faceless bad guys, and then you see Kamala Khan's giant hand just like slamming it into the wall. So like that wasn't like a coordinated move, but like the physics allow for that kind of thing. So I'm really excited. It's super
Yeah, I'm
cool.
excited
Everyone
for those
gets-
little combo moves. That's what I'm really excited
Yeah.
for.
And like we get to traverse the terrain in different methods. Like of course Thor and Iron Man get to fly. Kamala and Black Widow are gonna be swinging. The Hulk's just gonna keep running and jumping, like, and building momentum. So it's super cool.
Now just run. I'll just
Yeah.
grab on Juancho's legs. Let's go, Tony.
Go Cap.
Go. I know. It's like I was actually thinking about that. Like I think besides like Widow and Cap, like how are they gonna get around? I mean, you know, like everyone's so fast. They like swing and.
That's a great point, right?
Oh, I guess. Well, Captain America has the super. Yeah, he runs a little faster, right? That makes sense. Okay,
and I was watching those cartoons, the Ultimate Avenger cartoons, and I totally forgot that before Chris Evans, Captain America was kind of like a gymnast. He'd do like front flips and back flips with his arms sticking out and his legs together. So it's like, expect some tumbling.
Yeah. That's true. Just his front flips. That's how he goes fast. Just keeps going.
Oh man, that's gonna be hilarious. Kevin in the chat says Money Man DLC when? We're still in the talks. With Square Enix. We're working with them.
They haven't got back to us.
It's a one-way conversation at the moment. We followed up multiple times. They released Hawkeye before getting back to us, so we're surprised, but we'll get there. But yeah, the gameplay looks amazing, and I can't wait to team up with Juancho and Derek. And I think it's safe to say now on stream on the Geekcast, we're looking to fill the fourth chair every other play session. So if you guys are interested, if you get the beta, and then when we go live, if we enjoy the game, fill in the fourth chair with us. Whoever's out there, just
actually wondering how that will work too. Like, if people can just hop in and out of the missions, as long as there's a spot, that'd be pretty cool. That way we can get like different people too each time. That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, I really hope it's more like World of Warcraft, where it's easy to invite someone versus something like Grand Theft Auto Online, which takes like 7 years before you get someone in your group.
Right.
Oh man, so yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. Dude, I've been watching Civil War, Winter Soldier, all these movies. I've been watching like certain snippets just to keep the hype going because I'm excited. I'm so hyped. Derek, you mentioned that you were watching the gameplay footage over and over again.
Yeah, dude. Like I was like so excited for Captain stuff, but like unfortunately he has just that one little bridge scene. But I kind of watched a in-depth video where I think that the creators and animators were like talking about how his like shield combos were gonna come into play, and like if you time it correctly when it comes back, it's like a higher combo to like bounce back. You keep bouncing it and bouncing it. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. They're like, because they had to be unique, to keep Captain up with everyone else has all these flashy moves, and I was like, I don't know. It was really, you can get sucked in if you are really into it. So that's what happened with me.
I'm so excited.
Oh man, it's gonna be fun.
I'm so excited, man. I can't wait. And like the thought of like different skins. I want to see Falcon in his Captain America skin when the show launches. Like this is so much. There's so much to be excited for with this.
And who knows who's gonna be released.
I'm just excited to play with you guys, man. I haven't seen anything else, so I'm just gonna go in surprised and everything. Heck, I haven't even been watching Marvel lately. I'm in like season 3 of Gotham.
No, man, like I'm with you, Watch. If Overwatch proved anything, the three of us and friends are more than ready to just get on some games during this pandemic and have fun. I'm excited. I can't wait. I really just want to team up. And the Avengers game looks like the best opportunity. Yeah, it's assemble. Exactly. So it looks like the perfect opportunity to do it. So aside from getting excited for the Avengers, I've also finished Hamilton finally the other week. I picked up Superstore, and I watched a couple of episodes of Mythbusters because I miss Grant. And I had to it's good to see them. You could see why they had to go off air and why they got canceled after a while, because you run out of stuff. Like you run out of stuff to bust. You run out of myths to bust, and you kind of lose it's a daily grind after a while to like think of all this stuff. So I miss it. I miss the energy, and it's good to have it on home video. Yeah. Well, how about you guys? What have you guys been up to aside from all this excitement before we get into the news?
For me, I just kind of like Overwatch Divinity. Like we mentioned the pre-show and a little bit when we started, Juancho kind of got me to get Overwatch. We've been playing that a lot with friends. It's really fun. For now, since we're just playing quick plays, who knows what happens when we go into competitive? We might next week we might be like, I uninstalled Overwatch. You never know. But yeah, we're just also catching up on Divinity since Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out fairly soon. So kind of want to finish that. Watching those videos. Just been watching a lot of YouTube videos and upcoming stuff. I think other than that, Chloe actually got for her like a late birthday present from my dad, a record player. So I've been kind of abusing it too and getting some vinyls. So if anyone in chat or you guys have any like game recommendations, good soundtracks, let me know.
Oh, for sure.
I've so far I got a Daft Punk one, and I'm ordering a Zelda one with like a lot of the Zelda songs. There's like a lot, so I was pretty surprised. I hope the quality is good, but we'll see.
Oh, legit, man. How about you, Juancho? What have you been up to?
No, yeah. Been working a lot. There's been a lot of stuff at work lately, so I've been like straight after work. I just feel so just antsy to play something just to get it off my mind. So yeah, after that I'm just into like just playing Overwatch with Derek and Overwatch and Divinity, and yeah, it's been fun. Yeah, he said we were just in quick play. He's one level till 25, so I totally agree with him. Except that maybe next week I'm gonna be more of a I uninstalled Derek from my life. You know, I don't want that toxicity. No. Just it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, I'm actually in the process of moving back home to the Philippines. So I'm getting like a lot of paperwork done. I had to get some boxes. I have to start packing soon, and my lease. It was a lot of stuff to close up.
Yeah,
before I move back home. But yeah, August 19 is my flight.
19. Are you gonna be taking a leave of absence from the show, like while you're making the transition?
I mean, hopefully not. I'll be stuck in a hotel for like 2 weeks. What else am I going to do? Yeah, for quarantine, right? When you get home to the Philippines.
Oh snap!
You're in quarantine for 2 weeks, so don't cut me off, guys, because I'm the only people to talk to.
We got you. We'll be playing Avengers, all right, to keep you busy. We'll be playing Overwatch. Don't worry. We got this. We got Rick's right in the chat, our buddy Ryan, saying 14-day isolation. I didn't know that you had to do it like that far away from. Like I thought you could just go home and then isolate there. That's crazy. Okay, that makes sense though. Like safe, better be safe. And then BMO saying that to get the Star Wars hologram vinyls. Have you guys seen those? Those are super cool.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Oh, okay, I gotta get that.
They're really cool.
I'm probably gonna go I'm gonna make a note to myself. Go to Amazon or look for the file. Damn, that sounds really
good.
Cool.
Like as you hear the soundtrack, you just see like I think there's one that's like the TIE Fighter, then like the Death Star starts spinning around. It's cool.
Oh man, that sounds so cool. Okay,
it's super cool.
I'm excited now.
Yeah, man. It's those simple things that you don't really think about. Like, I don't really need that, and then when you have it,
right?
Like, it's just like,
if you have it, it's just cool, you know?
Yeah, it's really cool. Oh man. So before we get to the news, guys, I do want to bring up that finally this week we've released episode 100. It's up on the YouTubes. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, had so much fun rewatching it because after we uploaded it, we had this photo album that we put up on the social media on Facebook and on Instagram, and like Juancho, you helped me out with this quite a bit. We just had like a bunch of screen caps of some of the best moments from that night. And it was so fun. Yep. It was so fun looking through them and just reliving all the memories. Mick, unable to contain the fact that he wanted to be on the show already. Like,
I know.
We had international viewers coming to say hi to us. You know, they're just like, I'm from Ireland, you know, and I love your show. So like,
flew all the way, huh? Flew all the way. Really? Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I mean,
we're big time, baby.
Now, we are not just only big in the Netherlands with a Game Bite, apparently. You know, we're reaching Ireland as well, and some of the UK. A bunch of our downloads this month, which we've had a tremendous spike in, which I'm hoping aren't just bots, have been from America. So it's either Derek getting bored and missing us, and just listening to the show, or someone's out there. Yeah, people are out there just listening to the episode. So
yeah.
Of course, reliving the fact that we had a fire safety hazard here in the studio, and a bunch of people just crowded around eating brisket and different types of food and drinks, and it was a great time. It was a great time last year.
Just to remind people, just so everyone's clear, this was 1 year ago. Okay, this wasn't recently.
This was like end of June or July last year.
Back when you could be with people. Good times.
Yeah, and we weren't able to have Derek on, and we kept wishing him well throughout the episode, and we kept mentioning him.
Yes, I caught that. Thank you.
Yeah, we love you, man.
I
We love
remember
you. So it was a bummer that you couldn't be on, but you know what, Derek? Episode 200 isn't that far away.
I know, I'll be there for that. Hopefully, I'll be there in person. Hopefully, if everything settles down, that'd be pretty cool.
We can slow things down for episode. We can take our time so that we can be
I know,
in the
right?
same room.
It's like 199. Wait like a whole year to do the next.
It's
Sorry,
going to
guys.
be a while till we get to 200.
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna have to
Episode 300.
Have to step it up. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh man. So we had that, plus the fact that last night we had our second ever movie night where we watched She's the Man. We had a bunch of people in the Discord just hanging out and watching this surprisingly hilarious comedy. So we watched.
How was that? How was having everyone in there?
So good. We missed you guys because Derek, you were the one who
man.
kind of reminded us about She's the Man.
I know. I was the one who said it. Dude, it's just so early. I wish
You didn't wake
I
up,
tried
Derek?
to.
Jeez. You didn't wake up?
I set my alarm. I just slept through it. Unfortunately, I was like, man, I really wanted to watch. I haven't watched She's the Man in a while, but I bet it was fun.
So our key takeaway from it, if you guys check the Discord, was apparently Channing Tatum, who plays the role of a Duke Orsino, is the American Captain Shang. This man was so confused about his feelings for his roommate Sebastian Hastings, played by Amanda Bynes. He's like, bro, why are you so weird? Don't do that girl voice again.
Dude, he's surprisingly thin in that movie too. I remember the first time watching that movie, I was like, man, this guy's pretty buff. But you go back, you're like, oh, whoa, he's like nothing like that now.
He's pretty scrawny.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's such a good movie. Like you get surprised that Tobias Funke's there. Vinnie Jones is there as well, playing the soccer coach. So it's such a great movie. I encourage you guys to watch it if you didn't get to join us last night. And let us know what you think, because it's so good. We really had so much fun.
One of these days we'll wake up early, Harold. One of these days.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry. We'll fix it up.
Actually,
fix it up. Maybe
I was
we'll
awake around that time. I was awake. It's just I actually had to work this morning, which is pretty weird.
Oh man, sorry to hear that.
Notice how he added the word "actually" in that.
Actually,
no, I really did have to work.
I'm just kidding.
Literally, I had to meet my bosses too. I had to sign stuff. So I actually had to meet them in person.
Yikes! Social distancing with the mask.
It was a busy day with a mask.
Okay.
And everything. Yeah.
Okay, good. Oh man. Well, Juancho, when you're making
I
the big
watch
bucks.
the Bill and Ted, dude. Bill and Ted.
Oh,
That's what I'm. And I can't believe Derek hasn't watched that too.
I haven't seen it. It's crazy.
Well,
I gotta watch
it
it because the second one's coming. I gotta. Third. Sorry.
we can do a later screening for you guys. We'll set one up that's a little later, if that'll be easier for you. All right. It's part of the you guys. We're doing this for the fam, and you guys are the fam. So we're just doing it to hang out. All right. So guys.
Excellent.
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 Well, dude, soon it's not even. Soon it's gonna just be me. That's the problem. Because when Juancho's home, it's like I'm the only one that has the issue.
Oh.
Sadly.
Well, then you have
I'm
to wake
be
up.
left behind. Yeah, I know. Now I don't have a choice now.
Oh man. Well, you know what, guys? I can't wait for all of that. I can't wait to play Avengers with the two of you because it's in 2 weeks. I can't wait to play more Overwatch in the coming days, but for now, we must get to the topic at hand, which is, of course, Comic-Con at home. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
All right, let's do it. Let's tackle some of the news. Let's go.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone!
Good news, everyone. Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar is somewhere you can get your comic book fix for every week, especially from home. Derek, hit him with the URL. Where can they find Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar as they stay at home, safe and social distanced, so they can subscribe and just get it mailed to their doors?
You guys can hit them up and find them at leagueofcomicgeeks.com. I'll also link the URL on the Twitch chat for you guys there. But once again, for those who are just listening to audio only, that's leagueofcomicgeeks.com. You just go find Panels as your store there, and then you start pulling your comics, and they can send it out to you over the web. And they're very, very professional guys. They get back to you quickly. I can vouch for that. I've actually pulled some comics myself. Very friendly and very quick, and they'll let you know if something's in right away. So go ahead and make your profile there and start pulling comics. Go ahead, guys. Go do it.
That's right. Panels Comic Book Coffee Bar. Our friends over there in California. Lovely, lovely people. Give them a hi. Tell them Quit Stalin sent you. And get your comic fix. It's important. It's important to keep occupied and creative during this lockdown.
Yes.
Thank you, Derek, for linking it in the chat.
Yes.
Guys, Comic-Con happened at home the past week.
First time ever.
First time ever, and it was kind of a mess. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a mess. Okay, if you were not
for
aware,
the first time ever, you know,
yeah,
not bad.
But it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. You know, they tried
Right.
to get all of this done as quickly as possible, especially with people unsure of what they'll be promoting. Now that you mentioned Derek, yeah, you're right. Like, they tried really hard to find out, like, okay, who can announce something? Who wants to do a panel? This must not have been an easy task. It's easy for us to say, like it was kind of hard garbage, but people tried their best, and especially with the limitations of having to coordinate 20 people on one Zoom for certain panels, you know, trying to figure out with their parent companies what they're allowed to talk about, because that's not easy, right? Like, you don't want to get in trouble with your parent company, so a lot of people have to clear stuff in advance. There's a lot of red tape that they have to go through. The dates keep moving because they don't know. Even the companies don't know when they'll be able to screen certain things or release certain footage. So they're trying to pace things out. And with that in mind, I guess it wasn't that bad, but it still kind of was. So we're going to tackle as much as we can from the everyman's perspective, because that's what we do here at the Quit Stalin Geekcast. We try to put things into perspective for us at home who just try and enjoy everything that we like. So, speaking of things that we like, guys, the Dragon Prince, we're going to start off with the Dragon Prince here, because that's something we were surprised with, right? That's something that we were kind of caught off guard with how good it was. And Derek, Juancho, you know, we saw a lot of this on Netflix. Of course, we saw it on Netflix because that's where they released it. And we were hoping that it'd keep going, because at the end of the third season, it kind of felt like they were trying to wrap it up, but not really, but they were, you know. So we got some good news. Thanks to a Zoom panel / call. And this was ridiculous because we found out the same time the cast found out, apparently, that they've been renewed for not just a 4th season, but they're also getting renewed for the saga, which means that they'll be going from the 4th season onwards. First of all, dick move, Aaron Haas. Like, he kept the whole cast in the dark with this, and then he surprises them on stream. That's right. It was crazy, but like you see the girl who played Claudia kind of start crying in the middle of it. She's like, "What? Why would you do this?" And
that is kind of messed up. He's like, "Hey, congrats! You guys still have jobs."
Right?
And how long has it been? That's so true. How long has it been since they last recorded?
Dude, yeah. For sure. A long time.
Not cool.
I'm not a fan of this at all. But
Looks like
Dragon
they were
Prince,
hit
yes,
with
yes.
the-
Just
yeah.
presentation now.
They
Oh,
were hit
man.
with they were hit with the winds of change.
Oh
Oh,
my
sorry,
God.
the Aspro of change,
Bro.
like that.
Oh man, so that was surprising. That's pretty good news for
That's great
fans
news.
of Dragon Prince. And if you haven't had a chance to check it out yet, it is on Netflix and it's good. It's the first season has kind of a bit of a rough turn for the animation, but power through it and you'll get pretty good storytelling. If his name Aaron has the co-creator, Ehaz, I forgot how they pronounce it. Ahaz. If the name sounds familiar, he was one of the lead writers for Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I think for a little bit of Korra, I'm not sure. And yeah, there's a reason why this show does well, and he's part of the reason why. He's had some controversy recently, but we're not in it to talk about that right now. Derek, you do want to mention though that there's a video game happening
Yeah,
as well?
so they one of the Comic-Con videos mentioned they did a call to the creators and kind of interviewed them. So there is a video game for the Dragon Prince series in production by Wonderstorm Inc. Now it's not like a whole lot of info behind it, but what we do know, it's going to be a combat-based multiplayer game, but not an MMO. So I'm thinking maybe like Final Fantasy, maybe.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Wait,
but this game is
multiplayer?
supposed to be canon though. So
Ooh.
I don't know how if it's like side stuff, like maybe you're like the other, what do they call? Are they nations? Is that what they call them? The other.
Yeah, like the elves and
Witches?
the fire
Yeah.
elves and the
Yeah,
the
so
sun
maybe
elves.
the factions, I guess you could say. Yeah, maybe you can play as the other factions or something. But
Okay.
But yeah, it's not a release date, but it's just known that it's in the works. So I'm excited. That's pretty cool. I mean, especially if it's canon, I love games that can also apply to what you're watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
It just proves that the Last Airbender is really missing out. Like the Avatar guys
dude.
are just like, come on, give it to us, because if the Dragon Prince guys can make it work, why can't you?
I mean, there was a Korra game.
There was.
That is
There was no
unplayable
Korra game
now,
in
by the
Boston
way.
Say.
Fun
What
fact,
was that,
it's
Juancho?
unplayable now. You can't play the
you're
Korra
right.
game anymore.
It's like on the Wii, right?
It was on like the Xbox store or something.
Oh,
It was download
wow.
only, but then the license ran out or something like that.
oh, yikes.
So they don't sell
I
it
hate it
anymore.
when that happens. I hate
But
it when that
multiplayer,
happens.
boys, that could be our next adventure,
Oh, sensei. Oh.
Dibs on Claudia? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dang, I was this close to saying that. I was gonna say dibs on Rayla, but not as playable.
Oh, Rayla would be cool to play too, though.
Okay, sirs. Okay, sirs. I think you're just hoping this is more of a Persona game than anything. Let's calm down, all right?
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, man. Yeah, like Washington's like, I want to be
Right?
Callum and I want to date both of them.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
God.
That's Derek. Man.
Hey,
Hey,
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk
Derek
about
just
this.
wants some ass, Perot, all right? Like, he just-
We don't talk about that, all right? We don't talk about that's like pre-time skip, Derek. We don't talk about that.
Oh man, no, it's awesome though. I'm excited. It's one of the properties that
Yeah, it's
again
good.
is a surprise hit. So yeah, more of it is welcome, and I hope they don't mess it up.
Yeah, yeah, me too.
Just have that writer involved. Honestly, that writer I feel like carried the show because
Yeah.
heck, the first season it was kind of hard to watch. Not gonna lie, the animation took some getting used to, but the world they
Yeah.
built was top notch.
It was
I thought
like
there was a game on the Wii that was an Avatar. But I might be thinking of something else.
No, I think there was. And I don't think it was good.
Yeah, I don't think it was very
yeah.
good. Yeah, I just remember it was kind of like, eh.
Yeah, I remember I was googling it, and yeah, it was Aang, and it was pre-Toph. They had that other Earth Nation
Yeah.
kid with them, so
It wasn't good.
we deserve a better one now. Okay.
Yeah, we do.
We really do. Okay, we're really trying to get as much of the Comic-Con news as possible. So, guys, forgive us if we're zooming through some things. But we're really,
Dang it.
we really do want to tackle as much as we can. Okay, so next up, Star Trek. Star Trek, not the biggest property at the moment. You know, we've had some ups and downs with Khan, not Khan, and other controversies within the Abrams verse. You know. But Star Trek is getting a very familiar treatment, guys. Lower Decks is a comedic series that's animated set in the universe of Star Trek. So it's gonna be called Star Trek Lower Decks. It's we got our first look thanks to Comic-Con at Home, and it reminded me very much of Final Space.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
It looks good. I was kind of hoping for something like this. I just hope they don't. I hope they lean into it. I hope they try and be as Star Trek as they can, but at the same time be as ridiculous as they can. Because otherwise, then it's just another like Star Trek wannabe. And we want this to. Yeah. I want this to find its own space in the universe.
Yeah, kind of to throw my 2 cents on it. Like that's what I was kind of worried about, is because Star Trek has always kind of been this like, it's very serious tone, I would say. You have a little comedic humor in there, but this looks very like a big shift in what like Star Trek is. So, and honestly, when I saw it, I just wanted to watch Final Space, but I hope it works out for them. Just a little on edge, like just to kind of say like, like I think like my dad's a Trekkie, so I haven't asked him like what he thought about this, but I wouldn't be surprised if he would be like, it's kind of weird. But we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for real. Juancho, I don't know if you got to see any of this. I want you to check out the trailer after, and I want to get your thoughts. But I really think that this has potential, and in the same sense that how the Orville could have been a great Star Trek series, I feel like this is their chance to kind of make up for that, because like there's always room for. Oh my God, there's always room. There's always room. Oh my gosh.
There's always room for more clothes. Yeah.
Yeah. And we always talk about like how the Marvel universe is doing this right, where they're taking different genres and jamming it into the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And DC kind of did that a little bit with their DC animated stuff. You have like the kiddie side with Shazam, and you have Flashpoint, which is a time traveling movie that has sort of Memento in it. So I feel like, explore I want more Star Wars like this. The Mandalorian is those Westerns in space, in the Star Wars universe. Star Trek can do this too, This is Star Trek with comedy and as a cartoon. Like, I want them to make jokes like, oh man, Spock you. I want them to reference these like fabled characters in Star Trek history and make fun of them. Like, oh man, everyone knew Kirk was a peep, I want this. I want all the references. Watch it. You look like you're about to say something, man. Like I want to know.
I'm not the biggest Trekkie. I'm not a Trekkie at all. But I don't know. I'd watch this cartoon just because it looks like Final Space. And if anything, if that could lead someone like me into watching Star Trek, then I think that would also be a good thing. That could be an end goal for them. They don't have to depend on the lore, but maybe it could be an entrance to the lore of Star Trek, is what I'm
That's a good way of putting it. That's a really good way of putting it.
That's true.
Oh man. All right, going through now to the delays that we've received because of the pandemic. We did have some announcements in that sense, so I'm gonna tackle these really quickly. So Spider-Man 3 gets delayed by a month. So we were supposed to get this November 2021 around our birthday, Juancho, but now it's going to be pushed back to December around Derek's birthday.
Yes, sir.
So he's in the lead with that. The Spider-Man 3 moved back to December 2021. Top Gun Maverick and A Quiet Place 2, both movies that were supposed to be released this year, getting pushed back to 2021 as well. Mulan, the live-action Disney movie, is actually removed from release schedules, which is...
They're probably just gonna throw it on Disney Plus soon, I bet.
Put it on VHS.
So that's the thing, right? You'd think that they'd want to do it on Disney Plus and capitalize on these launches in different markets, but I think they're really trying to recoup their losses and get big box office numbers for this because of the fact that it's an all Asian cast, kind of like Crazy Rich Asians. China has
Right.
a lot of pride with this, and a big sign that they won't be throwing it on Disney Plus is actually another movie that's getting delayed again, The New Mutants. It's like people were speculating up until Comic-Con at home that The New Mutants was going to be thrown on Disney Plus because it's been pushed back like 7 times already. And now they've made fun of it in their trailer at the very end where they kind of slash out like, oh, it was supposed to be released this date and then slashed out this
Right.
date and then slashed out. And now they're still pushing for an August 28 release date in the cinemas, which I do. Yeah. I feel like this is going to get delayed again until they accept defeat and release it on Disney Plus. Have you guys seen the trailer? There was a new trailer for New Mutants.
I did. So I was actually gonna mention that I don't know. The trailer looks really good. Like I'm just to kind of say what I can quickly, as quick as I can. It looks pretty good, like budget wise. I just felt like the trailer was like set up to be a series. I think it'd be better. I think this would have been better as a series. Like I love the way they're taking it. It's different. I know at first I was kind of, I think I mentioned a couple shows back, I wasn't really for this because it was like a horror movie kind of feel, but it's cool. It's different. Like I was generally creeped out by a lot of the entities you see in there. There's like some alien looking things. They look freaky and it looks different. And I like that. And I think they have that going for him, but I don't know. I kind of got like a TV show vibe off it more than a movie, but then again, I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, the trailer looked really good though.
I love-hate the trailer.
Ooh, can we spend a second on this?
I just love-hate it.
Love-hate
no,
it.
it's just visuals, top-notch. It looks great. Like I am a B horror movie fan. Like I would watch any bad horror movie, and this was starting to feel like it. Like the way it was presented in the trailer, but then it also because it is a superhero film, it also presents it as a superhero film. So to me, the trailer was doing both at the same time, and those two things don't mesh well, in my opinion. Oh, if you're gonna give superpowers, give them to the villain. But it's like I was getting some of the things in the trailer were scary, like that bear ghost thing or smiley face man. Oh my god, they were terrifying. But the part,
exactly.
In order to get terrified, is you have, because you're gonna put yourself in the shoes of the protagonist. Is you don't give them a lightsaber, you know? I get it. You're trying to be cool. Give him a lightsaber, so to fight all these things. But now you feel like he's invincible because he has that. It removes the fear.
I think that. Wait, the lightsaber is the girl, right? The one from Glass and Unbreakable.
I don't remember. I literally watched the trailer like one time.
Okay, no, because I think she's Colossus's sister. I think there's like some story behind that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I could get that. It's just for the trailer, it's like I didn't know what it wanted to be. You know.
Yeah.
At times it did feel like a superhero movie. At times it felt like a B horror movie.
That's true. I can.
I was like, so I loved-hate it. I enjoyed it as a superhero trailer. I enjoyed it as a horror movie trailer. When I put them together, my mind.
You're
was
not so sure.
confused.
Okay.
Yeah, there were moments where you're like, oh crap, that's scary. Like, oh man, that's badass.
Yeah, you're like, oh crap, oh mask guy, oh cool lightsaber, oh ghost bear, oh some fire powers.
Yeah.
I feel like if this movie is actually surprisingly good, I feel like that's something we'll end up actually looking for. Yeah, like
new genre.
Yeah, right. Like, because that's sort of what we wanted with Venom. Remember before Venom was released, we wanted it to be sort of horror-y, and we wanted them to play to the scariness and the thrill of Venom. So who knows? This might inspire
super horror.
Yeah, like something that isn't as poorly received as what's that Superman knockoff?
Brightburn.
Brightburn. I didn't get to watch that too.
I haven't either.
It wasn't well received. I think that's why we didn't watch it. If people were like raving about it, we'd be all over it, you know?
Yeah. I heard it was like a stay at home watch, not go to the movie theater. My dad kept pushing me to watch it. He said it's different, and
I want to watch it just because if it's bad, I'll just treat it as a bad horror movie, you know?
That's true.
Oh.
Just laugh at it.
That's true.
Okay, yeah. Oh, there. Ryan in the chat confirms. Yeah, the lightsaber girl is Magic, who is Pyotr Rasputin's sister, Ilyana Rasputina. Yeah, Rasputina. Yes. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And I think she was the one in Glass and Split. She's pretty good there. She's all right.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
A little stiff because of M. Night Shyamalan's directing, but that's neither here or there. Okay. And sorry, I totally forgot. Star Trek's also getting a kids cartoon on Nickelodeon called Star Trek Prodigy. But yeah, let's see how that goes.
Seems like a weird time to release like an adult cartoon and a kids cartoon, because then you like, I get that mixed up. Show your kid like that naked scene.
They're trying to capitalize on. They're trying to take Star Wars fans. I feel like, I mean, I don't. What do you guys think? I feel like that'd be your competition, right? Star Wars.
Yeah.
And like Clone Wars is so good. Yeah, I know. Like Clone Wars is so good, so maybe they're like, oh, we could do that.
But this looked like more of a. It looked like adult humor. It is just Final Space. It doesn't.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think they're not gonna release it at the same time. I think because they didn't even have any footage on it yet. I think this was a new thing, and it's probably in light, of course, of the pandemic. Because as Rob Liefeld said, Derek, for our next topic, now is a time where you could actually do more animation, because as hard as it is to work nowadays, it's easier. It's actually something doable, and he's referring to animation. You could actually capitalize on your properties now and actually start making cartoons and tapping animation houses. And I agree with that. Rob Liefeld, as Derek is about to tackle in a little more depth, was interviewed in IGN's coverage of Comic-Con at Home, and he kind of really laid out the fact that a character like Deadpool would be perfectly suited for an adult cartoon right now. And again, because we're not allowed to film, a lot of restrictions going on right now in certain parts of the world, animation is the way. So Derek, I know you wanted to talk a little bit more about Liefeld and Marvel.
I thought it was kind of constructive, I guess, that he kind of playfully, not really called out Kevin Feige about not using that Deadpool like popularity to his advantage, because he's like, you got to think about it. Deadpool, he's like, I saw Deadpool 1 and 2. I don't need another one. They were both great movies. And he goes on to mention how these things that are good, like Deadpool, like Logan, like there was another movie I can't remember, but it was a Fox movie as well, that wasn't Disney. You know what I mean? So he said Disney needs to take the animation part of it, and they should be making another game for Deadpool since it's been so long. They should be making the animated series. Deadpool is so popular and that everyone loves him. It's like right now, the time, especially when this is going on, like he's kind of like, what are you guys doing? Like, do it right now, kind of type deal. And I can kind of agree with him in that aspect. Deadpool, great movie. And Logan, great movie too. And he has a point. Those were made by Fox. And he also mentioned it didn't matter that Disney bought him out. Fox and them still made it, So why not take your animation side and capitalize on it? That way it's not more of my movie's gonna be better or my version will be better. Try to do your own kind of spin. And I get that. And I think that's pretty cool. And
my question to you guys right now is, who are your top picks? Give me your top two, either heroes or hero teams that you'd want to see animated right now.
Ooh, like for Marvel?
Yeah, Spider-Verse aside. Because we're still waiting for that sequel.
You got me. I definitely would want to see Fantastic Four. No, I'd rather see that live action.
Deadpool is number one. That was just such a good choice, honestly. Oh my god, it could be like each episode could be completely different every time, and he can call it out. I don't know. It could be South Park for all I care, and it'd work.
I probably wouldn't mind X-Men, honestly. I probably wouldn't. You have to write it correctly. You have to write it correctly, but I think because it's just a vast universe, man. You can
I agree.
You can go so many ways with it. I feel like especially now, right?
Yeah.
it's so hard to get acting done right now, like person to person. So I think animation, you need to.
I think
I'm sure there's lots of
X-Men is a good
actors.
choice, but I feel like you'd have to update the subject matter.
Oh, that's true.
Because I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah,
Ryan
that's
says
true.
that you also have to consider that a full-length animated film takes up to 5 years to complete. But for a short, like 10 to 15-minute short story, that'd also take up to like 6 months. So I feel like this would be a good talking about Deadpool and all these possible characters and teams that you could feature. I feel like you could do like a seasons of series, right? Because in light of the fact that we can't shoot actors yet, it's good to get these going, right? That's coming from someone again who's very casual and at home, and just gets to couch direct certain things. I feel like if you're gonna kick something off now, animation would be your way. And Ryan also pointed out earlier, China doesn't have Disney Plus, so that's probably a big factor as to why they want to hold off on the Mulan release. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Also,
That's actually a good point.
Oh man, circling back again, X-Men. I would like X-Men Evolution was a really good cartoon series. Specifically for Marvel, oh man, that is tough. I'd want to do something obscure, kind of like how they did Guardians and brought it up to the big screen. I'd want to do. Actually, no. I'd want to do. Actually, I'm doing both obscure and animated and something that people wouldn't expect. So I want to do Marvel 19. I think it's 1969. Wait. Let me Google this real quick. Oh, 1602. Marvel 1602. So this is Neil Gaiman's run with Marvel. He did like a short 8-issue series between 2003 and 2004, and it's kind of like certain key Marvel characters like Daredevil and Captain America, the X-Men and Spider-Man set in 1602. Set in pre-colonial times, which is when I was reading super cool. I feel like that'd be a nice like one-off short 8-episode series that they could do. Like it doesn't clash with any existing movie, MCU. Because like
that's a good idea. Actually, they could do like comic stuff too, like little stuff, like little side stuff, like. I even say like Avengers vs. X-Men, dude. That was such a great little thing.
AVX,
I love that.
I think they'd save
epic.
that though. They have to save that. That's something they have to have
You
in their
could animate
pocket
it,
for a movie in the future.
Yeah.
That would be a good movie though, live action, to be honest. But the cast would be pretty grand.
In that same vein, something we've already gotten but didn't get to the full scale, do an animated series of Marvel Civil War.
Civil War, that'd be pretty cool.
I guess,
Right?
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah!
I mean, honestly, I feel like
the thing. You can compare it with the movie, and then you can go like, which is, of course, the animated one would be more honest because they can afford to have all those guys.
That's what I say. I feel like everyone's trying to do something new. Like, just get from the source material, man. Just use that. That's good.
Yeah.
It's just not a lot of people know about it. And to be honest, and it's true. A lot of people in the world just are lazy to read. There's not a lot of people that love to read, I would say. Amongst my friends, a lot of us do like to read, but I know a lot of people who just are just too. They'd rather watch something, So why not just put it?
Have you finished that final book of Aragon, by the way, Derek? That you've been meaning to read for like 8 years now.
Next topic here.
So you love to read, Derek?
Before we do,
I have. What do you call that syndrome? Last episode syndrome or whatever. I don't want to finish it. I'm so. It's like I mentioned earlier about Big Bang.
Love to read.
I don't want to finish it.
Yeah.
Because I know it's gonna be done.
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
No, that's hilarious. I do want to point out what Ryan said. I want to point out what Ryan said in the chat. He said, I'd go towards shorts because you could do 3 to 4 months for a small team to do an episode, and you get a whole animation department to animate. And you could probably pump out like an 8-episode short series in 9 months. See? Do 1602, do Civil War, do these story arcs that may be too expensive to do on the big screen, because of all the talent you'd have to have interacting, and you're not gonna get an end game every 3 years, right? So why not do it in animated form? So yeah,
Animated would be cool too.
Disney is kind of doing something like that already with Star Wars. Like, have you seen those Star Wars shorts that look just absolutely amazing?
yes,
Like
yes.
recapping the older movies. And they were like,
With Dante
whoa.
Basco, the one that we're voicing over it. That one? Is it
I,
that one?
I don't know if it was Dante Basco. It's been a while since I've seen them. It's just, it's things I've seen. And they always use that as they always use that animation and then clip it together to make like an anime cover or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's the one. It is the one. It's the Dante one. Yeah, I liked how you voiced over it
Like
too.
seeing Luke like cop while he was fighting Vader in Cloud City. I was like, oh God, animated looks great.
Even
I'm
the
sure.
Yoda and Dooku fight was insane.
Wait, let me bring it up, because they did these. They did these for kids. They were supposed to do these like as a recap for kids, but they look
It's
amazing.
good. It's
Yeah.
a smart idea, to be
Yeah,
honest.
get kids into the comics, right? If you do that, do like
What
little
is that?
shorts
Star
of
Wars.
the
Oh, there.
Civil War and stuff.
Galaxy Adventures.
Yeah, Galaxy
Star Wars
Adventure.
Galaxy
See
of
what this-
Adventures.
I remember
Let me bring it up
it's
on
like-
screen. So you have like Qui-Gon and Anakin talking here,
Yeah.
and then it zooms forward to the fight with Darth Maul, and then it zooms forward again to Anakin confronting being presented to the Jedi Council. They're saying he's too old. All this stuff. They do this in a minute and 24 seconds. Obi-Wan. Yeah, okay. Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures. Really good. Check it out on YouTube right now.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, look at that.
all of them are great. They're really good.
Okay.
So I guess
I don't want to spoil it.
I like the shorts idea. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I'm on board. Ryan, as we move on, what Marvel property or what property in general do you want to see animated like this? That's my question. Since he's giving us all these great insights.
Yeah.
Ryan works in production, so he would know all of this.
Huh?
So yeah, I'm super interested. Who would you want to see in this style? As we move on,
My final take on the matter though. My suggestion for an animated thing, Iron Fist. Just give.
Ah, yes! Heroes
Come
for
on,
hire,
guys.
baby! Dude, do the proper
You can't
Wu-Tang
possibly have cuts
soundtrack.
in an animation, right? You can't. It's gonna be smooth all the way. It's gonna be
Like,
great.
give us the proper
Oh,
Wu-Tang
God, here we
soundtrack. Have him team up with Luke Cage. Show more of that friendship, which is, my opinion, one of the best things they showed in that Netflix rendition of Iron Fist was when he would interact with Luke Cage. As badly acted as it was the best stuff. There, Rick Ryan saying "Old Man Logan"
Oh my
That's not
gosh,
bad.
dude, that's like one of the best things I've ever read, dude.
because
I was just
The lo-
talking to Nick about that the other day, off air, dude. Like, that had like one of the craziest twists. It's like I don't even want to say anything because it's so good. I don't
Yeah.
want to spoil a little thing about it. Oh my god, there's just so many things. I agree. That'd be really good.
because as good as Logan was, the live action movie with X-23 and all
Oh,
of
yeah.
that,
Beautiful.
you
piece,
like
beautiful.
they adapted that, right? It wasn't
Yeah.
again like Juancho put it best. It wasn't an honest adaptation, which was totally fine. It was still an amazing movie,
It was.
but you miss out on a lot of characters that they couldn't bring in, like Hulk. You miss out on an entire cast of Marvel heroes that really impacted.
You
the
miss
original
out on
story.
the entire story, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Exactly.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
That's true, yeah. That's true.
You got the concept, but you miss out on the entire story.
You know, it's crazy too. I feel like almost a lot of the heroes in the comic version I've almost been or like made a little appearance in the movie, more or less, right? So it's like just I think like the important guys, I would say.
No.
Oh no, you're right. No.
Absolutely
Never
not.
mind. Never mind. I was like thinking, I'm like,
But yeah,
No,
I 100% agree. Old Man Logan would be a great animated movie, animation
Yeah.
series movie. I don't know,
Yeah.
whichever you go with. Just
Like a
because you
three-part
pull from the
series,
Logan fans already, and you pull from Old Man Logan fans already, also anyway. So there you go.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
money.
and the Messiah complex is another great one because you tie in House of M. Like there's like all like
House of M was so good, dude.
World War Hulk already had like an animated like let's do all of sorry let's not digress. We're
Honestly,
talking about Comic-Con.
We're
I wanna
just, we're
read
just,
those
we're
again,
just
damn it.
creating a list of movies we want
I know.
and good.
Yeah, right. No, because Liefeld put it right. Now is the time you could do this. You could take a
Yeah,
gamble.
I know.
Yeah, because everyone's
Sure,
all
lots of
hyped.
actors too. wouldn't mind voice acting, you know? I mean, like, why not? Just do it.
And Miko P, of course, spamming the Juancho fist in the chat. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Okay.
He just has to say, my name is Danny Rand.
Oh, dude, give us that one nod to the Netflix series, please. Right?
Or just make the actor be the voice actor. Why not?
No. Let's move on from it.
Why not? Come on.
Let's go. Let's just keep it. Let's not move the video.
Let's fist this topic.
I just wanted to bring that up.
Let's fist this conversation elsewhere.
Okay. Movies that are in the works. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The studio announced at a release date of April 8, 2022, Derek, for the sequel. Keep us going, man.
Pretty on point. And it's I was surprised. So that date that Harold mentioned, April 8th, 2022, is a set date even after delays because of the COVID pandemic. So that's pretty,
That's
I don't know, kind of exciting and scary. Like they're pretty set. So I don't know if maybe they've already started work on it like beforehand, but I'm excited for this. Sonic
that worries me.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That
like
does
Juancho
worry
said,
me.
you gotta, you know, they fix their mistakes, guys. You gotta support the movie. Come on.
No, I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad it made enough movie to warrant a sequel. So good job, everyone. I love.
I hope I hope they're able to revive that studio that they forced to do the reanimation for, because they had to fold after. So I hope this just means more jobs for those guys, even despite the pandemic. We'll see.
I love Jim Carrey in there too, so I'm excited.
Dude, Jim Carrey was so good for that.
I want more Jim Carrey, dude.
Yeah, I could have done without James Marsden because of how good Jim Carrey and Sonic were.
I know. Oh man, I loved it.
Yeah, we'll get to Ryan's question in the chat in a little bit. Can you guys keep that in mind? We'll go through all these movies in the works.
Oh
real quick.
yes.
Yeah. I'll skip through Juancho, your favorite, and we'll go back to that at the very end. So there's a Mega Man movie coming supposedly. So the directors behind Project Power, Henry Joost and Rel Schulman were being interviewed, and they were saying that they brought on their screenwriter from Project Power, Mattson Tomlin, on board because this project has been in the works for a while. So they're looking to do a Mega Man movie. There was no mention of it was live action or animated, but I like me some Mega Man. I was more in the line of Mega Man Legends and Mega Man X, but any rendition of this hero, I think it's a good time. People as fond as we are of the original, you know.
It's just the next part in the Smash cinematic universe, you know.
Dude,
yeah,
that's so true.
That's so true, dude. That is true.
And give us the good Super Mario Brothers movie after.
Guys,
I'm in.
I mean, Sonic Hedgehog 2. Mega Man it's coming together.
Metal Gear's also getting a movie. Or is it like an animated? Like, remember we were talking about this. So
is it getting? That'd be so weird to watch a Metal Gear movie and your post-credit scene is like you have Sonic run in the back. I was like, hey. How would
Here
you like
comes a new challenger. The challenger approaching.
Yeah, the animated Sonic just run.
Oh my
god.
Slow.
Yeah. Oh man.
Awesome, you know, I'm just saying, Derek, if they're making the Smash Cinematic Universe, that means Persona 5.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's true. Oh man, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Honestly.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, Nick Frost has an Amazon Prime show called The Truth Seekers, and it should be coming out soon. They didn't give a date, but it's kind of like a comedic and also more horror take.
Shaun of the Dead kind of like
on ghost
vibe.
hunting. Yeah. And it's like it's ghost hunting, so like not ghost busting, but like those people who were inspired by Ghostbusters who continue to search for ghosts in IRL. So it's kind of like poking fun, but also like trying to add a little spice to that story.
So real quick, you guys, what do? You guys believe in ghosts?
Science?
Just honest question. Do you believe in ghosts?
I'm more of a science guy.
I believe in ghosts.
You believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts.
I think I believe in ghosts too, dude. I think
the scientist.
And I'm the science guy.
I think they're there.
Okay.
I had a little run-in that.
I have a story for that
you know,
too.
maybe,
Okay, I'll save it for the
we
after
could save
show.
that for like.
We need to do like
after show.
We should do like
a.
That should be like a Halloween thing. We should do like a.
Actually, let's save it. Let's do a Halloween show.
Like a quit stalling spookies. You know.
Cause someone put that in the deck because I'm gonna forget.
Okay, yeah. And then our movie nights then could be my choices for like the horror movies.
Yes. Okay.
Quit stalling goes to a abandoned house and look for ghosts.
No COVID there, baby. No COVID
I'd be
there.
so scared I would not be in it.
Maybe quit stalling goes ghost. That's it.
Jesus Christ. Oh Lord.
Well, ghosting that topic, we're gonna end the movies and shows in the works with Juancho, your favorite, Bill and Ted Face the Music. The sequel to your actual favorite movie, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Going straight on demand, which is good news for us, September 1. And it's also going to look to hit any open theaters, but don't go there, people. Stay at home, watch it on demand. Juancho, your thoughts on this? Because they had a bit of a panel, if I'm not mistaken, and it looked fun.
The trailer
I'll bring it up
came
as you
out,
talk.
too. It looks
really
sad, guys. I don't know if they'd be really depressed to see. I know we like to joke about how Keanu Reeves hasn't aged, but man, they've aged since the last movie. It looks really sad. They look like they're in their 40s, and they're like, "Be excellent." Yeah. And it's like they're in their 40s. Like,
You know, I haven't watched, as we mentioned earlier, any of the Bill and Ted's, but if anything, I kind of got the vibe, like from the trailer, like Dumb and Dumber 2. I don't know if you guys saw that. Like the second one was good, you know, but like you could tell they're older. It was still funny, but it wasn't the same.
No, Derek, it's not Dumb and Dumber. That's wrong.
I know. I'm saying
it's an adventure movie.
I'm saying the gap of like age. I'm saying like they were so young, and now that was like recent, and you could tell like oh man, it's like
I know.
Old and like
it breaks my heart to see this because then they also have like they were in couples counseling, which the joke I just thought was hilarious, but still they have to go to couples counseling. That's too real. That's too
real. Oh man.
And then they look old, and then they have kids now who are very Bill and Ted. I like the kids maybe.
Yeah.
But
I feel like this will be a good movie. I feel like people are sleeping on this.
No, I hope.
Anything with Keanu.
I know it'll be a good movie. I know it will be.
Yeah.
Man, Derek, you have to watch the old ones. And
I know. I gotta watch the other ones.
It's an adventure movie.
I think they're on Netflix, actually.
We could do September 1. We could do like a back-to-back. September 1 is a Tuesday.
I'll wake up for that. You have my word. Like if that's on my next movie night, I'll be there.
We could do the 29th, the week before Excellent Adventure. The week before Face the Music comes out. We could watch Excellent Adventure. Right? That wouldn't be the worst
show, guys. Let's just go.
Let's do it. Let's freaking do it.
Let's go, man. I love those movies. I really do.
All right.
That's how I talked for the majority of my high school life.
Bro.
Dude. Excellent.
All right. Mikupi in the chat says, Money Man animated series when? Juancho, we're talking. We're talking about that.
Oh,
don't
no.
worry. Don't worry.
Yeah, we are.
Mikupi also said, "I believe in being ghosted in Messenger."
Oh yeah, I laughed through that.
That's the worst type of ghost.
The
worst type. It's like it's like they've seen it, but you can't.
He also says Keanu looks like Snape, which
he does.
He does.
He does look like Snape.
I love Alan Rickman. I love Keanu. And Ryan says he thinks it's the whole point since they have daughters now. Yeah. So hopefully it's gonna end on a happier note than how it's.
I know. It's just because you're old doesn't mean you can't be excellent, right?
Yes.
No?
John Wick.
Right.
John Wick.
Just because you're
example.
old does not mean you can't party on. You know?
Yes.
I don't get it.
I hope that's the lesson. I hope that's the lesson.
FOMO.
You don't have to get it. to be excellent to each other, you know?
Right.
Just
Oh
have
my
to be
God.
excellent to each other and party on.
Okay, well, Juancho, you might want to avert your eyes because we're going to briefly talk about some shows that are coming up and they're looking to premiere really soon, just like the Lovecraft County show. Damn, I keep saying it wrong. Lovecraft Country. Derek, this looks amazing.
It looks so good, man.
It builds up quite well. This trailer builds up
I'm
really
just
well.
so happy that they're doing something Lovecraft. Oh, we actually, I don't know if we mentioned this, but me and Juancho actually did we watched a movie, the one with Kristen Stewart. What was it called, Juancho?
I forget the deep something like that.
They're in the
the
water,
boys.
but it was like a little bit Lovecraft. I think it was. Pretty sure it was. But
Underwater.
we play the games. It's like if people in chat don't know, like if you guys play Eldritch horror games, any of the Eldritch games, it's
Underwater.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you. This is the TV show, but like, dude, there's so many things they can do, and I love it because spoiler free. The trailer has like everything. It's like there's so many different like adventures or journeys that they go on, and that's like, dude, that's so Lovecraft, man. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's really cool, and they got, quality looks great, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
the budget looks really good for it, so I'm excited. I want to say it's probably the number one show I'm looking forward to watch. So
Yeah, me too.
Ooh.
Yeah, definitely. Lovecraft County.
for sure.
Country.
Yeah,
100%.
Lovecraft Country. There we go.
Sorry, Yoda. Bad Batch is good too. I know.
LCC.
LCC.
Yeah.
Gotta find easier ways to say all these
Yeah.
titles, man. I swear. All right. Aside from LCC, we're also getting Todd McFarlane in a documentary. It's actually out now on YouTube as well, so you can watch this on YouTube. It's called, let me get this right, Like Hell I Won't, and it's a documentary about him as a creative and his journey. He talks about Spawn as well, of course, the character he's most famous for. I think for me personally, Derek, the second most famous character he's known for, in my mind, is Venom, because he put a great spin on Venom, and he put a really edgy touch, which is how we really know Venom nowadays. And
Yeah.
they look similar.
For me too. Yeah, I'm excited to see this because I'll definitely watch it. For me, he's the Venom guy, not the Spawn guy.
Oh wow!
I never
yeah,
got into
okay.
Spawn, unfortunately. I wish I did, but
Oh, that's
I've heard great things about it. Yeah.
Spawn is
Yeah.
weird. I watched that when I was a kid. Was not
Spawn is
expecting
trippy,
all
man.
that stuff.
Yeah, it's trippy.
Didn't we have a wasn't there supposed to be a Spawn with Jamie Foxx? Like we mentioned that on the show.
Yeah, there was
Way
supposed
back.
to be one. And I
Yeah.
think that's definitely derailed now.
I'm glad that it's a was. No offense, it's just it looked like really weird.
But they did talk about that. He was interviewed by comicbook.com, and he was saying that there are a few things in talks in terms of maybe animated or live action, but it kind of hinges on the success of the documentary. So if a lot of people watch this, and if there's kind of like if they could ride the wave of this documentary, they could pursue either an animated something or a live action something. So
Spawn, I think, actually would be great animated. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one, yeah.
that's a good one too. I'd watch
have
that.
Jamie Foxx voice it. Win-win. Win-win. All right. And this one was, I'm kind of cheating here. This wasn't actually during Comic-Con.
Wait, Harold. Can I do this one? Just because I actually, while we were talking about Comic-Con, I had like my little notepad open. So I had like, wait, is this the news from Comic-Con? Because I've had way better news that are outside of Comic-Con lately.
Yes.
So I literally just listed down stuff that came up that was like way better than anything presented in Comic-Con lately. And yeah, we're getting Batman Death in the Family fall 2020.
Yes.
And this, guys, what I can't even, what I can't just,
Speechless.
this is great. It's just, God, you don't understand this movie. I just love the animated DC universe. Like that's what I've gotten into like the past couple of the past month, and Death in the Family is gonna be great just because they made it interactive. Are you kidding me? You get to choose if we killed Jason Todd.
Juancho's so excited he's starting to whisper.
Because we didn't get to live that. We weren't alive at that point. When people back in the day voted in, like mailed in their choices to kill Jason Todd. I wasn't part of that.
Spoilers.
And just whoops, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. We know this. Like, if you're,
but the fact that they made it an interactive movie. Oh, I cannot wait. I don't know how I'm gonna be watching this. You know, is it will I watch this with friends, like people over? I don't think I can.
I love you can rewatch this over and over again.
You just watch it in the stream, like you were streaming with like a ton of people and everyone arguing their choices.
I want to do that. Let's do that.
I cannot wait.
I love stuff like that. Like when you just like, you know.
Yeah.
I think we should try to.
That's what I've been doing the past couple of weeks with my coworkers. We've been playing Life is Strange and we're just arguing every single piece of this decision. And it was just thought it was hella fun. But this is gonna be that, but Batman. I'm excited. And oh my god,
we should do a quit stalling one. I think that'd be awesome.
Ooh, so, like for movie night.
Yeah, like we all choose or something. Like, hey, or a poll, and that's what we have to choose when it comes up. Oh man.
Dude, imagine if this dropped in Comic-Con news. Like, this is big news in my opinion. This was huge. Another big piece of news that we didn't really tackle. Sorry, I'm just hijacking the show now.
No,
Harold. Another one that caught my eye when sorry. Another piece of news that happened not in Comic-Con was that Rick and Morty short. That was hype.
Wasn't that Comic-Con?
Have you seen that? That was at Comic-Con too. They showed that.
Oh, was that? They showed it, but it didn't premiere at Comic-Con, did it?
It did.
Oh, sorry, fake news. I caught wind of that like randomly, like I was not while I was looking at Comic-Con news. I guess. Sorry, I'm still.
I liked how they did that though. That was cool. I liked how it was like a sketch, you know, like it was like the episode, but like not completed.
Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. The Japanese episode, the anime. Have you not seen that? No, this is because I feel like what we got from Comic-Con was all news that was coming up that we knew. We knew season 5 was coming up with Rick and Morty. We knew about that X-Men horror movie. It's like, you know, there's no big bombshell. Unlike like Batman: Death in the Family, I didn't see this coming.
Was it? Sorry, I'm bringing it up on screen. Is it this one?
Yeah. There's this Rick and Morty short that was in Japanese, and it was just so well done, and it was amazing, and I would love to talk about it, just like how we used to talk about Rick and Morty, because there's like a lot to dissect. But I know it's because Dan Harmon knows we're gonna dissect it. That's why he did that.
Oh yeah. Just like how like the first few episodes of the most recent season was like that train thing, right? Like the like everyone was dissecting the trailer that had, you know, everything from the train, and
you just know people are. I've been dissecting this short, and Dan Harmon's playing with me, man. It's not funny because the short is a origin story to C-137 or main Rick of the show.
Main Rick,
Heck, after the after show, we should watch it all together and then just talk about it, because it's like it's an origin story, which is you're not supposed to get that, right? Dan Harmon doesn't like giving an origin story.
Yeah,
it's great. That came out, and I was so surprised and how good it was, and it just blew my mind. So another piece of news that, you know, they come out of Comic. I would rather have gotten that in Comic-Con than getting the sketch outside of Comic-Con. You know, because that I didn't expect. Like this origin story for Rick, did not expect that to come out. The sketch, I was like, okay, yeah, I know season 5 is coming.
It's true. That's pretty cool.
And and my last piece of biggest news is just Umbrella Academy dropped in Netflix. Yeah, just Netflix be doing Netflix thing, just drop it.
Yeah, man. Oh, right. Yeah, Ryan mentioned the Umbrella Academy earlier. Have you guys seen the second season yet?
I'm in episode 2. I was actually watching that like while I was eating.
I'm getting started later. How about you, Derek? Have you seen Umbrella Academy? No. Okay, no.
No, he hasn't even watched it.
It's great.
Yeah, damn it! I haven't watched it yet. I know.
You and me, buddy. You and me. All
right. Well, I'll watch it.
All right.
Yeah.
I still haven't watched Final Space too.
Yeah, and that's everything for my news that's way better than SDCC 2020.
Well, speaking of stuff that was announced outside of SDCC 2020 or Comic-Con at home, apparently Chloe Bennett wants to continue as Quake or Daisy Johnson after Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wraps up in the coming weeks. I feel like, as powerful as Quake is, she deserves more movie time. She should have been in the MCU by now, I think. If you guys aren't familiar, Daisy Johnson, played by Chloe Bennett, is kind of one of the only superpowered people consistently in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show. She's super badass, super powerful, and missing in the MCU. I feel like the MCU needs more strong female characters, and she definitely is a strong female character that's had a lot of character development already. So when you bring her up on screen, people have archives and seasons of footage to go back and watch and see how she's become who she is today. So yeah, unlike a lot of the MCU characters who develop off screen, you bring her on screen and be like, oh, want more? Check out all 5 seasons on demand, Blu-ray. Sell more Marvel. Come on, Kevin Feige. Come on, Feige. What else was announced? Oh, Derek, you got some nostalgia for us, I think. Am I right?
Oh, yes. Okay, so also mentioned, I guess Robert Rodriguez is making a Netflix movie called We Can Be Heroes. It's just a little tidbit for you guys. Whoever watched Shark Boy and Lava Girl, they're making a cameo appearance in the show. Excuse me, in the movie. So,
maybe
Shark Man and Lava Woman?
Lava Lass? Lava Lady?
Lava Lass, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I guess a lot of, I watched it when I was younger. If you watch it now, you cringe pretty wild.
I watched that recently.
Oh, really? Recently?
Yeah. I was showing Aiden the clips of...
Oh!
He's really into sharks right now, so...
Okay.
Oh,
When
okay.
you were younger, dude, it had that, like, Spy Kids, like, aura.
Oh, for sure.
I liked Spy Kids growing up.
It was the spiritual successor to Spy Kids.
That kid in this clip, that kid with the blonde hair, I just remember him from Dodgeball. He was like that little kid in that Dodgeball instructional video. Like, Timmy, and he's getting like beat up. Yeah.
He's a Houlihan.
Yeah. That's why anyways, this is a side comment, but yeah, so if you guys, ever wanted them to come back, they're coming back. Just check out the movie on Netflix called Weekend Heroes. Not exactly sure when the release date is, but
I know that's all I was thinking of too when you brought it up.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think there
And,
was a release date, but
A couple more bits from outside of Comic-Con, guys. Serena Williams was interviewing Natalie Portman, and Natalie Portman was actually saying that as bad as the pandemic has been for a lot of people, she's finding some light in it, in the fact that she can bulk up a little more for Thor: Love and Thunder before they start shooting early 2021. They're actually going down under to Chris Hemsworth's home country, and they're looking to get around the inability to shoot in Hollywood by going down to Australia. And I think like New Zealand, they're being a little more strict with protocols, so I guess that's why they're looking to shoot there as well. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see like fit. She's saying bulk up. Maybe buff Natalie Portman. This is an interesting choice. Like Lady Thor or Jane Foster as Thor is pretty.
Padme and Natalie Portman was pretty good. I'm saying episode 2, she looked pretty good.
Derek, you're just looking at the abs. You're just looking at the abs, Derek. She needs some arms too.
I don't know, man.
She has to carry the hammer.
The scene, but you're right.
She's not gonna lift up the hammer like.
Goblet squats, baby.
I think I know why they went to Australia, because Fat Thor probably can't move, so they have to film at location.
This guy.
I hope he's in the movie. Just even if just a little bit.
Oh man. Justice League Snyder Cut. Joss Whedon went on the DC side of Comic-Con at Home. They call it something else. I forgot what it was. It was like
Yeah,
DC...
you're right. They did call it something else. It was
Just
they showed the black Superman outfit too, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. Can you check what that was called? So
Yeah, I'll search it up here.
Yeah, as Derek checks it out, Joss Whedon, Zack Snyder went on record to saying he won't use any of Joss Whedon's footage, which is, I mean, no surprise, but at the same time, he didn't really need to say it. You know? That's just like extra shade being thrown at Joss Whedon.
I'm glad he said that. Yeah.
Oh, are you glad? Okay.
So that when you watch the old movie, you go like, oh, Joss Whedon. Oh no, Zack Snyder. Joss Whedon.
Okay.
Like
So
officially,
this was
you can
tactical.
point it out.
Yeah, in your mind, this is tactical. Okay. So he's saying there'd be no chance on Earth that I would use a shot from after I left the movie. I would destroy the movie. I would set it on fire before I use a single frame that I did not photograph. That is an effing hard fact. That's a little effing hard to say. Like, it's harsh. But I guess he's very passionate about it.
If I see Batman pull one MCU type joke in the Snyder cut, I will be disappointed, Zack Snyder. 'Cause every time Batman made a joke, I was like, oh, that's JJ.
I don't not like you.
Oh my god. And apparently Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who plays bat swinging antagonist in Walking Dead, Negan, he apparently was looking to reprise his role as Thomas Wayne in Flashpoint because, as we know, thanks to the DC animated movies, because we don't read comics. I'm just kidding. As we know, in Flashpoint, we get more. We actually get Thomas Wayne and not Batman Bruce Wayne in this universe because his wife is. There's a lot of baggage there. She's Joker, but apparently he was looking to reprise his role as Batman, as Thomas Wayne, in the Flashpoint movie. But it looks unlikely now because Michael Keaton is returning as Bruce Wayne, or as older Bruce Wayne. So I guess they're going with a Batman Beyond versus a Flashpoint Thomas Wayne style. I don't. He's not optimistic. What he said was his chances, or his time as Batman, kind of went out the window when Zack Snyder stepped foot off the set. So with that being said, Zack Snyder is back doing the Snyder Cut, so I wouldn't take it completely off the table. Maybe he's just trying to be heard. Maybe Jeffrey Dean Morgan just trying to be like, hey guys, I was Thomas Wayne, remember? And he's kind of in Flashpoint. So yeah, I don't know. You guys have any thoughts on this, or should we keep going?
It's more of just an actor pick, I guess. I could see him as a Thomas Wayne, but I mean, we haven't really seen that much of Thomas Wayne, so
Yeah.
I feel like anyone could really fit the bill.
That's
Great Negan. So I mean, he's a good actor with Negan. I wanted to punch him in the face. So I don't know. But yeah, I think he'd be good, Thomas Wayne. Oh, to go back on your thing, Harold, I think this was the thing I saw. He was doing, or Zack Snyder was doing a DC fandom, like a global experience. He did it, and so it's like I don't know, it kind of looks like a little virtual, looks like a Disneyland, honestly.
oh wow,
kind of type thing. There's like, here, let me send you this, Harold,
Okay.
that way you can kind of show it. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. It looks like little things split off from like a main point. It looks like it's pretty big, to be honest. Let me send this over to my boy Harold so he can show you guys on here.
Hit me with it.
I'll put it in our chat. Boom,
Okay,
boom.
cool.
There you go. But yeah,
Let me bring it up on the screen.
but yeah, just to mention too that I thought that black Spider-Man or Superman outfit was sick. Looked really cool. Henry looked very sleek in it.
Yeah, so
I'm just happy to see
they,
Henry in the suit again, to be honest. You know?
They showed that footage that was cut from the original DC, the original Justice League cut, where Henry Cavill was wearing the black suit. I think it was just like a recolored post suit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the fandom. Oh, so this is kind of like how they broke down like the Zoom calls, like I said, the streams. So
Yeah.
the Funverse, the Uverse, the Insiderverse, the Watchverse, and the Kidsverse. Okay, it's nice art. It's really nice art.
Yeah. Looks like a Disneyland map.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
a pretty smart way to do it.
Yeah,
It's true.
this is
I like
a
it.
really clever way of doing it. I like this.
I feel like SDCC could have totally used something like this.
Dude, it was everywhere, man. I did not know what to watch and when. I just kept
Yeah.
checking IGN.com and comicbook.com's YouTube. I just checked them, like, it was
Yeah.
messy.
They could have they could have totally done that. You just click there, and then you're just traversing the halls if you pick this certain area. You know, like
Yeah.
you would do in an actual con.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ryan was right. You know, it was difficult, but you could still call a turd a turd. it was. Hopefully, they use this as a learning experience, and
Oh.
it doesn't
Oh, yeah.
discourage them, because Comic-Con at home is, it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
It's a cool concept, and I hope they keep going, especially with next. I don't want to go to a con anytime soon. I really don't.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
Even though I really, really want to.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
Yeah, hopefully they just
I'd
use
much
this as
prefer
a-
life over
Yeah.
comics. Sorry. And geekdom,
That's a good
but-
way of putting it. That's a really good way of putting it. All right. And our last bit of news, guys, as we wrap things up. Oh, sorry. Can you guys hear that? The share computer sound. Let me pause the
What is
bed.
that?
You can hear it now.
Raise the sound. G4 TV released this little video, and people at first thought it was just a little slice of nostalgia, but the more you watch it, the more interesting it gets, guys. For those of you unaware, G4 TV was a TV channel. We used to have those before streaming, for those of you young kids out there. G4 TV was a TV channel on cable and premium networks, where you could watch video games. This was before Twitch's popularity, and this was kind of our source for news before the internet. Before internet was affordable. And then we get this, 2021. We never stop playing, and that little end note of I think it's safe to say that G4 TV is looking to make a comeback because of the video is titled G4 Returns.
That was like my gaming news outlet. Like before we had Comcast here in the US, there was like you had to go on demand and you could look at gaming, and G4 was always the people that handled all the new trailers coming out. They did like overviews on it. This is like before like YouTube was like as popular,
Yes.
Like, of course, now you can just look online articles, but yeah, that's pretty cool at the time. Yeah, you could just always I'm always like, okay, let's see if there's any new games coming out.
I mean,
And you
that
always
sounds
check out
great, but I think you got the show confused, Harold. This sounds like a Game Bite thing.
Oh no,
Are
Juancho.
we
We
not
talk
hitting
about all
on the
things
turf?
geek here. We talk about all things geek here. Just like
I don't want to
G4
get.
did.
I don't want to
With,
get like a
shows
dead
like Attack
horse
of the
in my
Show.
mail from Diego
So-
saying.
Oh, now you're afraid of Diego? No.
Have you seen him beat up that punching bag, dude?
Yeah, the punching
Thanks.
bag won. No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
thanks.
I'm just kidding.
So G4 did have shows like Attack of the Show, where we first discovered amazing personalities like Kevin Pereira and, of course, Olivia Munn. This was a successor in some ways to Tech TV, which was also another channel that I enjoyed. And yeah, they had really cool shows. They had another show called X-Play, where they talked about video games, specifically video games. And, Attack of the Show was more of like the variety show. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens. There was some Twitter exchanges between Kevin Pereira. He was messaging Olivia Munn, being like, "Hey, you doing anything?" I'm curious to see this, dude. Seeing early Tesla in this clip, this is strange. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I want-
right.
I don't
With-
know.
with
It
avenues like
sort of
Twitch.
feels like another. It feels like another streaming service. That's the vibes I'm getting.
Oh, you think it's gonna be a streaming service? I hope they do this on Twitch or YouTube Live.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Like, just a channel. Like that would be great. Just the
Yeah.
channel.
just the channel. So
Yeah.
and thank you to Nico Plays for hosting us, baby. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Oh man, so yeah, like I want more. Because I need competition for IGN, even though I think IGN is the ones behind this. I just need more. I need more sources. I don't want just IGN or Nerdist. You know, Kotaku has a lot of opinion pieces that I want to sift through. Comicbook.com.
I'm tired of getting my news from the Game Bite, IGN.
Oh no, we guys, we
Have the stabs come. All right.
guys, we need to steal from other people. All right, we don't get firsthand news here on the Consolidated yet. We're not on that level yet. The second we have inside sources, we will let you know. But at the moment, we read first and then we bring the news here. All right. So.
Yes.
We had the inside scoop on the Pocket Full of Pills. Have you never gotten an inside scoop for Game Bite, Harold? Nothing.
We know the Overwatch 2 is coming out not soon. So
Inside source.
Inside source.
Yeah.
Inside source. It's gonna be a while. Inside source.
Good.
We
Yeah, it seems like Game Bite has to start to pick it up. Just we've had an inside source, you know.
Juancho, are you saying that the Quit Stalling Geekcast still the flagship show for Quit Stalling?
Yeah. You don't even have to ask that.
Oh man. So guys, as we wrap things up here on today's super duper large episode, we packed a lot of news in today's episode. You guys have anything else you wanna bring out? Any topics that we might have missed?
Are we not talking about the whale in the room?
Oh, we could. Go for it,
Briefly.
Derek.
Yeah. A new season has been announced for a show that I haven't watched yet, but I definitely will. The Boys.
That's right.
That
baby.
trailer was actually pretty funny.
What did you watch the trailer?
It's just I'm not that upset to be spoiled about it, but you see a freaking whale getting. I don't know. I thought it was like a making fun of Aquaman type of vibe. Was that? Did anyone else get that? I don't know.
You should just watch The Boys.
He stood on the whale. He guys stood on the whale, and he was like, and when like the spout came out of the whale, he was kind of like, I don't know. I thought that was hilarious. But anyway, I definitely gotta watch this. But yeah
there's a lot of moments like that in the actual show.
I know.
Derek.
I know. I'll watch it. But not only season 2, but I promised season 3 was mentioned on the little panel too afterwards.
That's right. So
pretty
they
exciting.
have been renewed.
Yeah. So
I'm
have to
down
watch
to
it now.
make this a weekly review for The Boys.
Ooh.
Sure.
In fact,
I'll
we
finish
should
up.
do a review for Umbrella Academy season 2 too. Once we get
Oh,
that down.
I would not mind actually. I would not mind.
Yeah, that
All
when
right.
they just boom, just goes right through it. 11. It's cool.
Oh,
I'll watch it.
man.
I'll watch
Okay.
it. I'll watch it. All right.
All right, that sounds good.
Yeah, I gotta
All
be
right,
careful,
well-
PETA.
Peter. Hey, Peter.
Right.
Oh, speaking of Peter, Family Guy had a bunch of clips released as well, but that's neither here or there. Let's end the show, boys. Here we go.
On a good note.
On a good note, on a very good note.
Yeah.
I enjoyed today's episode, guys. We
Yes,
oh,
a
man,
lot of
we
info.
Packed a lot. I'm so sorry, guys. We really tried to jam everything in, and it was fun. As we were saying, as difficult as it was to keep track of all the Comic-Con news, luckily there are outlets out there like IGN.com, comicbook.com, quitstalling.us, all these websites that you can get your fix on. Yoda agrees.
Yeah.
Agrees, do you not, Yoda?
Yeah.
Whoa, Yoda, no. Okay.
Try to suppress him from the attention.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right, guys, we're gonna end the show here. Oh, why does that look all broken? There we go. We're gonna move that up. There we go. Okay, guys, we want to thank all our most recent followers like Catalina Fire, Edgy Santos, Tander Chats, This Lent Kid, I hope I'm reading that right. The OK Drummer, Leangelo92, Caramelize, Aim Straight _TTV, Squeegee Squeak, and IS Boy Productions for all the follows. Thank you guys so much. Derek.
Thank you guys.
I don't think I sent you guys the screen caps. Do you guys want to read out the subs?
I can see the subs.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna hit the subs. Thank you guys for all the subs. Starting at number 1, me and Yoda here would like to thank Human Panda 22 for being number 1. Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. And of course, at number 2, Francis Shu. Number 3, Bimo King of Fu. And keep going down the list. We got Miku P, Nerf Diva, Sense of Humor, lovely guy, Notorious, KGM, InstaDZ, Ion Hammerstream. Thank you. Zilfox, Denunci, Visa said that correctly. Thank you. Neo Gear, Numali, Zeffy Buns, The Fury Bot, Konigster 666, Cyberbully _OW, Octavius Inc. Thank you. And of course, last but definitely not the least, the Vixen Queen. Thank you guys so much. In case you missed any of them, thank you guys. We appreciate it. We always appreciate the love. You guys put food in our tummies. So thank you.
Yes. How about the bit cheers, Juancho? Hit it.
Yep. And for the bit cheers, our number 1 bit cheerer, Nerf Diva, followed by Note Plays, Neo Gear as our top 3, followed by Elderjin, Mikhail Roldan, Oris 27, Bimo King of Wu, Miko P, If Not Now, Gwen, Mershi, Gamako, Hue _ InstaDZ, Pimpo Perk Drank, Tita Gaming, The Real _VJ Dato 21, Kabu TV _ Wisai's Curry Server, and Aaron _Gaming 441. Thank you to all the beat cheers. Even if you've even one bit, if in case I missed anyone, we appreciate you. Yeah, like Derek said, you keep food in our bellies and keep the lights on, man. Thank you.
Yeah, and the podcast feed on Spotify. You guys help do that. Thank you so much. And you guys can check out the Spotify and everywhere else you get podcasts. If you want to listen to episode 100, it took a while to edit the audio, but it sounds okay to me. So let us know what you think, because I enjoyed rewatching and re-listening to the episode, guys. Thank you so much for everyone who joined us there, who joined us here today, and those who continue to enjoy our stuff. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you
If
guys.
you guys like our emotes, you guys get a subscribe. Leave us a little subscription, and you get to use our emotes like the QS emoji, Herald Blow. Of course, the Juancho Fist, which has climbed 11 usages, far above Sensei Humor. Oh, Sensei trying to get that back. He's trying to get that back.
Thank
He's
you,
at
Sensei.
161.
Appreciate it.
And we, of course, have other emotes as well that you get when you subscribe to us. So, like the QS emoji DZ and the QS emoji Miktas. Yeah, all super awesome emotes that we have here on the channel. So please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, follow us, and cheer us on with some bits if you want to. Or don't forget to, if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you could subscribe to your favorite streamer, like quit stalling, whenever you can, once a month. So if you're not doing anything with that one sub, give it to your favorite streamer, because that goes a long way. Juancho, Derek, it's been a great show.
Yes, it has.
It's been amazing. But we do want to let people know where they can find us when we're not doing this podcast. So Juancho, start us off. Where can people at home find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast?
You can find me on my Instagram, which is @SaldanaJuancho, or my Twitter, which is @Juancho Saldana. I don't really stream, but I like to guest in people's streams, such as in Sensei Humors, if you ever restart streaming again. And heck, when Herald starts streaming the Avengers game, really, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It'll be all of us.
Yes.
Yep.
How about you, Derek? Where can people at home find you when you're not on the Quit Stalling Geekcast?
Of course, you guys can find me on Twitch @Sensei Humor, so you can see it underspelled there. I also have Instagram and YouTube, which is @Sensei Humor as well. But of course, like usual, I haven't been streaming a whole lot lately. But you'll catch me playing with Herald and Juancho on the upcoming Avengers game, so that'll be fun. Hopefully, you guys can be our fourth seat. It'll be interesting. So I can't wait for that. So that's where you can find me. But of course, you gotta know where we can find the main man Herald. Where can we find you guys?
You guys can catch me @HeraldPlays on Twitter and on Instagram. All right, check out my Instagram stories. Check out my Twitter feed. Sometimes I like to leave a little message, a little little Instagram story of inspiration and appreciation. Love you guys. You guys are the best. And you can catch me on Game Bite Wednesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Manila, 6:30 a.m. California, and I think that's 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You know. So yeah, if you're not doing anything at those times, check us out on Game Bite. We got a new show coming out real soon here on the Quitsong Media Network. Hi, indeed. We'll show a little teaser, it's a very brief teaser, real soon. Or we could give them a little preview, right, in the after show. We could show them a little taste in the after show as well. So guys, keep your eyes open for that. We also have a lot of things in the work that are being released this month. So again, like the Avengers beta initiative that we'll be tackling, and so much more. So keep your eyes peeled. That's about it from us. Find us on our social medias, facebook.com/quitstallingus, and on Twitter @quitstallingus. We're also on Instagram @quitstalling. You can find all our videos slowly but surely going up on demand on youtube.com/quitstalling. Episode 100 is live there. So guys, check us out. And yeah, just join in on the fun. Let your friends know, let your family know that you have a lot of fun here on Quit Stalling. That's about it from us. Find our podcasts, both GameBite and the Quitsong Geekcast, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere you enjoy listening to podcasts. Yes! We'll see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. But till then, get off your butts and quit stalling. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Bye.
See ya.